Hello guys, I have something very special for you back there. A thunder. I hope there will not be another power failure. Oh man. Somebody stole my lens. Hello, here's Amechi.
Hello.
Somebody stole the lens.
Which lens?
Which lens?
Yeah, which lens?
The lens you sent me.
The PETZVAL 80.5mm Mark II Bokeh control lens.
The glass was used in movies like The Lighthouse or Poor Things. But the most stunning thing about this lens is that it's the first portrait lens in human history. I think I know how I can get the lens back.
The guy who stole the lens will probably shoot some clips and post them in the internet. And I will search them and I will find them. You have to know, the lens has a few characteristics.
And these characteristics will make it way easier for me to identify if the clip was really shot by the guy who stole the lens with the PETZVAL lens. And then I will locate the cameraman. But maybe you still ask yourself, what characteristics are so recognizable that I take these risks? The PETZVAL lens offers an image with a very beautiful, soft and curly bokeh. The lens is called Bokeh control lens because Lomography made it possible to adjust the strength of the bokeh effect. To change it, you just have to adjust the front wheel. But you can also change the shape of your bokeh. Therefore you have these different plates. Besides the stunning bokeh, another beautiful characteristic is the warm and saturated lens flare. One of my favorite things about this lens is that you have to center frame your images if you increase the bokeh strength at 7. The reason for this is that the center stays always very sharp, but the corners can get very fast, very swirly and soft. And if you shoot with a full frame sensor and open gate, it feels like you have to frame your shots for the IMAX format. But the lens is also suited perfectly for smaller sensors. You can order the lens with the Nikon F or Canon EF mount. This is perfect because there are two mounts with a relatively long flange distance. This means that it's easy to adapt them for example the Lumix L, Sony E or Nikon Z mount. Sadly the lens didn't feature a filter thread, so I had to build my own custom ND filter. To sum it up, the lens is very well built. It feels very solid and high quality. After I made my plan, I immediately started by searching for every clip posted in the internet recently. Days passed by and I got hardly closer to the clips. I had a few days left until I had to send the lens back to Lomography. I was about to give up, but then I found this shot. A clip of a turtle, which is quite funny. Because Professor Petzval, the creator of the lens, also loved turtles. We will come back to him in a moment.
This has to be the clip I'm searching for. The eye catcher is the soft and swirly bokeh at the corners. And after checking the location the clip was shot in, I noticed that it wasn't far away of my place.
After discovering the film recording, Amechi did not hesitate and got ready to find the culprit and get the PETZVAL lens back safely. As the evening sun disappeared behind the horizon, he left his home with an underlying feeling of fear. Nonetheless, at that point he still thought that he would be prepared for anything. Indeed, you could argue that he was prepared for anything. Anything but the following.
Here's a little intermission. This video is supported by Lomography. They were so kind and sent us the lens to test for a month. But you can also support our work by subscribing to our channel and liking our videos.
Somewhere here he should be. Before we continue with the main story, I think we should talk about Josef Petzval. Josef Petzval was a Hungarian mathematician born in 1807. Over the years, Professor Petzval gained a lot of attention for his glass grinding. His most famous invention was, or is, the PETZVAL lens we are talking about today. The PETZVAL lens was finished after Josef Petzval finished his latest calculations in May 1840. After that, he handed it over to the company we all know and love, Voigtlander & Son. Special about the lens was that it was based on real mathematical calculations and not like other lenses at that time on just optical experimentations. The PETZVAL lens was a huge success and was used for example, the first portrait photographies. Although Professor Petzval gained a lot of good reputation for his work on the PETZVAL lens, he did very little to protect his property rights. Consequently, Peter Wilhelm Friedrich Voigtlander manufactured the lens as a part of the Voigtlander cameras and made a fortune with it.
Josef Petzval died in September 1891. He never finished his last project.
Where am I?
Tell me, where's my PETZVAL lens?
Dream baby dream. Dream baby dream.
The stolen lenses in the basement.
And one final question. Who do you work for?
Professor Petzval also laughed.
Professor Petzval.
finished his last project, time traveling.
Power failure.
Oh, sorry.